Now, one of the questions that I wanted to ask you, because again, I'm always putting myself in other people's minds, and there's some smart ass out there is like, well, this whole empathic stuff is for weak people, and it's like whatever. It's like that's a sign of weakness. There's a school of thought that is like that it's
that
what would you say to that?
That okay, I would say that's an emotionally unintelligent individual.
Damn.
Just saying.
What would you say like
the
that?
reason
why
that
would
I
you
say
say
that
that like that? That
because when we talked about emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about the fact that relationships like IQ and emotional intelligence, they're different. We talked about that. IQ gets you in the door, right? But emotional intelligence keeps you in the game, or IQ gets you in the game, but emotional intelligence keeps you in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you understand that those components of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, empathy is a part of emotional intelligence, then you understand that it's important to focus on nurturing that or fostering that those abilities within. And anybody who knows that understands that they're going to be more successful because they're going to have those relationships that are important.
And I bring that up because there's a very Darwinian mentality. I mean, it's reality, and people don't see it. Then we're not really we're not really seeing the world for what it is. But there's a very Darwinian mentality of conquering and strong, and they believe that those things are weakness, and those people are very high achieving in a lot of different ways, but it's also it could become very destructive if it's not balanced in the way of understanding that a person is part of the whole.
I would say that.
Would that summarize it?
Yeah, I would say at some point those high achieving people who have been very successful, because I would say there are a lot of people who are not emotionally intelligent who've been very successful, but in some way, shape, or form, they're suffering in their life.
Yeah.
Whether it be by relationships that they don't have, that they could have had, whether it be by just being ugly. I mean,
or even more on a level that is not their own, is that they're also affecting, and they don't recognize it.
Yeah,
they're affecting the totality of
affecting other people.
People.
Yeah, and they don't even know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's really important. I think, like I said, it's really, really simple. And it's about being, it's simple, but I think it's hard for people to in those moments when you're in the supermarket or you're shopping or you're doing stuff, and you're just so self-centered in those moments. You're focused on, I'm in and out, I'm just doing this, that you don't take the moment to somebody drop their money, help them pick up or they drop the grocery, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. And be kind and instead of being like, how many times have I gotten in a line? I'm like, I look at you and I'm like, we got in the wrong line. And I'm like, just be patient. We're going to get out of here. It's, and I have to check myself. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm just saying that I recognize that I need to work on these things.
I just want you to be empathetic to me. So when we go in grocery and I'm singing, that you just don't judge me.
No, I just walk away.
So to complete this episode, I do have one final question, right? Because everything has to do with the quest and how a person utilizes it. So why is it important for our soul questers to develop empathy as they progress in their quest?
I think that the most important aspect is that relationships that are healthy relationships are built on the ability to be able to relate to that person and understand that you and I, for example, we have a pretty healthy and robust relationship, right? I think it's we have fun, we laugh, we have common things that we like to do together. We do things separate. I go out with my friends here and there. You
I got no
you
friends.
stay home. You stay home, or you come with friends. Me, and I, you like to do TikTok. I'm like not as big on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting better at TikTok though.
I put stuff on TikTok. I don't do anything.
I just put kitty videos up. So I think when you have healthy and robust relationships require the ability to understand that we have different perspectives and that we're unique individuals and that we have to be able to understand that. And when you remove judgment and you remove the things that bind you into wanting to control that person, you become a better person all around, and you have an easier quest as a result, because you start to release these things that bind you. And I think those are, I would really like to say that that's like, it's a form of control that you're releasing when you are able to say, okay, so you like raw fish. I don't. So we can still go to this place and I'll eat this and you eat that. And we're good. And that's okay. There are things that you eat that I'm like, no, I'm good. And there, like, I don't want to touch raw chicken. That's disgusting, So you do it, and we got a little thing here. No judgment. You don't mind touching it. That's great. It's a bad example, but it's just like relationships. You have to understand with relationships with anybody that people are different.
And our world is relationship based. I mean, like, we interact with one another. We interact with different types of people,
and to appreciate those differences and appreciate the different cultures and appreciate the foods and what they do and how they experience things and how they see things. Some people think that dogs are not meant to be whatever. Here in the Western world, they're everything. But understand their perspectives. They're not bad people because they don't think dogs are like the greatest thing in the planet. They're just different. And that's building that empathic side of us. And that makes your quest easier, I think, because you release that control of wanting to get people to see your perspective only. Yeah. Your perspective doesn't only exist.